Have you ever wondered why fleeting pleasures vanish while deeper contentment endures? Could the secret to lifelong joy lie in cultivating 4 essential ways of seeing the world? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are mapping the bedrock of genuine happiness and covering 4 core mindsets: clarity, gratitude, resilience, and purpose, that together form an unshakable foundation for lasting joy. Drawing on psychology, philosophy, and real-life stories, we'll explore how each mindset interacts dynamically and how you can weave them into your daily life to thrive regardless of circumstance. Imagine happiness not as a mood to chase, but as an ecosystem to cultivate. Just as a forest needs rich soil, water, sunlight, and biodiversity, your inner world flourishes when these 4 mental nutrients coexist in balance. Clarity clears the undergrowth of confusion. Gratitude nourishes positive growth. Resilience weathers the storms, and purpose guides every branch toward the light. Let's journey through each in turn. Clarity begins with honest self-awareness. When we see our thoughts and emotions without judgment, the fog of anxiety and regret dissipates. Consider Anna, who felt trapped in a high-pressure career that provided status but cost her well-being. By taking 10 minutes each morning to notice her true feelings, identifying stress as a signal to adjust rather than a flaw to suppress, she realigned her days, prioritized meaningful projects, and discovered a fulfillment that a bigger title never delivered. Clarity doesn't require grand revelations. It unfolds in small moments of noticing a tight chest or a racing mind and choosing to respond rather than react. Gratitude transforms what we have into enough. Neuroscience shows that regular appreciation rewires neural pathways, increasing dopamine and strengthening the brain's reward system. Yet gratitude thrives not in rote lists but in vivid recollection. Picture Ravi, who survived a serious illness and began each evening recalling 3 moments that felt like gifts: a stranger's smile during recovery, a friend's supportive call, the taste of warm soup. These snapshots became lanterns during dark times, illuminating possibilities even on the hardest nights. Resilience equips us to rebound, not merely endure. It's more than tough, as it's the art of bending without breaking. Olympic rower Maya faced repeated defeats early in her career. Instead of wallowing, she reframed losses as data. Each missed stroke taught her precise body adjustments. Over years, her failures accumulated into mastery, and she stood atop podiums not because she avoided defeat, but because she learned to harvest its lessons. Purpose gives direction to joy, anchoring us beyond momentary highs. Think of social entrepreneur Carlos, who channeled his love of community into building urban gardens. Every seed sown, every harvest shared, connected him to a cause larger than himself. His happiness wasn't just a personal glow, it rippled through neighborhoods, inspiring others to cultivate both plants and purpose. These mindsets reinforce one another. Clarity reveals when resilience is needed, gratitude fuels purpose, and purpose deepens clarity of priorities. To integrate them, begin with a daily ritual. Pause before sleep to notice a truth about your day. Clarity, recall its blessings. Gratitude, identify a challenge you overcame. Resilience, and reflect on how it aligns with your deeper aim's purpose. Over time, this simple practice sculpts an inner landscape where joy takes root and spreads. As you weave these 4 mindsets into the fabric of your days, you'll find their interplay revealing ever more subtle dimensions of joy. For instance, clarity and gratitude together sharpen your awareness of small wonders: a morning breeze, the pattern of light through a window, transforming routine moments into gentle celebrations. When you pause to observe clearly, you notice the first stirrings of happiness. When you follow that observation with heartfelt thanks, you double the pleasure and anchor it in memory. Likewise, resilience and purpose join forces to sustain passion through inevitable setbacks. Imagine an artist who, despite repeated gallery rejections, remains committed to creating portraits of her community. Each refusal stings, Yet her sense of purpose as a storyteller who gives voice to unseen lives bolsters her resolve. She learns to see critiques not as judgments on her worth, but as invitations to refine technique, deepen empathy, and reveal new facets of her vision. In time, she resists the temptation to abandon her calling, and that unshakable commitment lifts her from discouragement to breakthroughs. Across cultures, this fourfold framework finds countless expressions. In Scandinavian friluftslivet, the practice of connecting with nature cultivates clarity through mindful observation of the seasons, gratitude for simple pleasures, resilience through bracing outdoor challenges, and purpose in caring for the environment. In Japanese kintsugi, the art of repairing broken pottery with gold, clarity comes from acknowledging imperfection. Gratitude emerges in treasuring the mended object. Resilience shines in embracing fracture as beauty, and purpose surfaces in transforming damage into a new story. Across these traditions, the same seeds blossom, proof that lasting happiness transcends borders and time. In your own life, you might begin by choosing a single practice that embodies all four mindsets. Consider creating a story jar. Each evening, write one clear insight you gained, one thing you appreciated, one challenge you overcame, and one action that advanced your purpose. Then fold the note and drop it into a decorated container. Over weeks, the jar becomes a treasure trove of your own unfolding journey, a living testament to growth, gratitude, endurance, and meaning. On days when joy feels distant, revisit these fragments of your story and rediscover the wealth you've already built. As seasons change, let these mindsets evolve too. In times of plenty, you might lean more heavily into gratitude, celebrating abundance. When turmoil arrives, clarity and resilience take center stage, guiding you through uncertainty. And whenever you sense a tug toward distraction or despair, return to purpose, the North Star that keeps your compass true. By flexibly emphasizing each mindset according to life's shifting rhythms, you dance gracefully with change rather than resisting it. In our shared journey, remember that true happiness rarely arrives in one grand moment. It unfolds like a tapestry, thread by thread, through everyday choices. When you greet dawn with a clear mind, notice kindness with a grateful heart, meet hardship with a resilient spirit, and let your purpose light each step, you craft a life rich with enduring joy. Thank you for watching this video.